Hello, welcome to the third edition of Secret of More, and it's night where I am, and it's afternoon from where my guest is speaking from, or where they will be speaking from. It's going to be awesome because we already have in the studio Jeff Maconet Jr., and he was with us yesterday. He's my dear friend, all the way from United States of America, and he's going to be talking to us about the secret of more. This is Today is the first day of February, and is the second month of a new year. So the year is progressing, and how can we achieve more in this wonderful year? More in our business, in your job, in whatever you're doing. How can you achieve more? And that's what we are discussing. That's what we are talking about. Friends all over the world, once again, my names are J.O. Jumbo the Prince, and help me receive Jeff Maconet Jr. Jeff, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here. I'm trying to get a hold of the other people that are supposed to be on here.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So, what are you up to on this 1st of February?
Come again with your question.
What are you doing on this 1st of February?
Jeff, that's a good question. I love that. Okay, on this 1st of February, uh, I'm continuing with some of my projects, which I've already started last month. Like, I hope to go to some schools, some more schools this week to share with them. It's a peace campaign actually that I'm doing. So I'm going to be going to some more schools this week to do that campaign. So that's what
That
I'm
is
doing.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, I sent them both messages and we'll
Okay.
see if they get on or not, but oh well. I'm ready. I'm here. So that's all that matters, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
All right.
Thank you so much for showing up, Jeff. I'm
Yeah,
grateful.
not a problem, man. So I want to talk to you guys for a minute.
Mm,
So I know I told you a little bit about my story yesterday and
yeah.
told you where I came from, and I came from in a hospital bed. So
Mm,
the thing is this, guys. Nothing where you started doesn't matter.
that's
If
right.
if your parents had money, if your parents were broke, if you lived in the ghetto or you lived in a nice neighborhood, or you went to great schools, or you dropped out of school. It doesn't matter where you came from.
Yes.
The only thing that matters is what you do now. You
That's
have
right.
to take those skills that you already have and use them to make your
Mm,
life better. You know, I heard a story that a guy was in his house.
mm,
He had he was looking all around for his keys and he couldn't find them. So he
mm,
said to his wife, "Hey, honey, have you seen my keys?" She's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, darn it, I need my keys. I have to leave." And he just kept looking around. After a few more minutes, he said, "Honey, help me look for my keys." And she says, "Have you looked in your pocket?" And he just sat there and he was all pissed off for a minute, thinking, if I'm looking for my keys, do you not think I know they're in my pocket? And he just kept looking for his keys and couldn't find them anywhere. So eventually he thought, heck, I'll just make my wife happy and look in my pocket. And guess what he found in the inside pocket of his pants?
Wow.
He found the keys. My thing is this. What do you guys have that you are looking for? What
Uh,
what have people instilled in you? What are your God-given gifts that you aren't using, that you are looking for? You know, I'm going to get real for a minute. So you have to hang on here with me. Um but whatever you guys want, wherever you guys want to go in life, whatever you want to do in life, it's on you. Nobody else. You have to take responsibility to make it happen. You have to make it happen. Nobody else can make it happen except for you. If you want to have a great day, guess what? It's on you. You have to do it. Nobody else can, nobody else will, because it doesn't matter to other people. The only thing that matters to other people is their own success, their own happiness. You see, it's so important that you realize this because Jim Rohn says, for in order for things to get better, you have to get better. In order for things to change, you have to change. That means if something's not going right for you, if things aren't happening the right way for you, guess what? You need to change. Nobody else. You can change, and then your whole situation will change. So it's so important that you make it happen. You can't wait around for other people because your parents aren't going to help you change. John Bull isn't going to help you change. Me, I can't make you change. The only person that can make you change is you. So I guess the other people aren't showing up, John. Well,
yeah, Jeff, that was so powerful. That was so powerful. That was a great introduction, and I'm truly blessed by those things that you said there, especially the story of that man looking for his key, and while all the key was in his pocket, all the while he was looking for the keys.
yeah. Hey,
That was
Robert's
truly, truly,
here.
truly.
Yeah.
Robert is here.
Robert!
Welcome, Robert.
What's up, Jeff?
Yeah.
Powerful, bro.
Thank
You
you,
so,
man.
you know, to be honest with you, there's nothing else to say, and that, you know what I mean, because it is about oneself. Here's one of the individuals right here. Look over here, Mike. Come over this way so they can see you. Hello.
Hey.
This is one of the many individuals that I met in the community.
So,
Just a beautiful soul, and he doesn't even want for much. But he comes out, and we've had this conversation just like what you're talking about, Jeff. It starts with us, associations, just everything. It all plays just a huge factor because it's just nothing more beautiful than an individual really being able to be okay, and whatever that may be. And it's, if you're not, reach out, to individuals like Jeff. I mean, just a phenomenal individual, and you too, John. I mean, just, and we're all phenomenal. We're all amazing, and we all do have that gift, and that gift may be just so simple to most, but it actually means a lot. I mean, me showing up in Mike's life and him showing up in my life, there's no different. It's love.
Yeah.
And it's we have love, we have respect. It's just like my brother that was here yesterday. I love my brother, I love Jeff, and I love Mike. And to I know all three conversations. And man, it's a beautiful thing. I appreciate you, Jeff, and I appreciate you, John, and I appreciate you, Mike.
I appreciate I meet you today.
Yeah.
God brings us all together here today.
Yeah. Here, let's get you in the picture a little bit more. There you go.
What's up, man?
I am cleaning, sweeping, mopping, try to make everything look good, and raking, the leaves. And how are you today?
Oh, I am fantastic. You know, I wake up each morning and
I like the way you say that.
I post on Facebook every morning, even before I get out of bed. I am so thankful to be given today, and I will make it a great day.
Yes.
You see, it's on us, and just like you are making things happen by raking, sweeping, mopping, you're making things look better, which is what everybody needs to do in life. See, we can't all dress like John Bull. He looks so fly.
He's always looking fly. I see him in his posts. He's just a phenomenal individual. I mean, the inspiration and the motivation that you're bringing to the world as well, like John. It's so amazing. It's just amazing, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, me too.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, you're pretty awesome, I have to say, John Bull. That's a secret, though. Don't tell.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I'm so grateful for that. I appreciate.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It really is what it's about. Is we come together as one and grow individually. It's our differences is what makes everything come possible. As one may need something that could be real serious, but the reality of it is celebrating life. Let's get those unique gifts out. Let's get the individuals that want to serve, that want to educate, that want to give proper assistance for the individual that's involved. Man, that's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jeff, I don't know if I can ask you a question, Jeff.
Go for it.
I want you to know, Jeff, that you are an inspiration to me, and not just to me alone, but hundreds and thousands of people around the world. Okay, because you wrote the foreword to my book, to my last book. So, and many people have read that book already, and many are still going to read it. So you are an inspiration. You are a blessing. Every one of you, Robert, Caleb, you are all a blessing. And I'm proud to know you guys. I'm proud to be associated with you. I count it a privilege. It's an honor for me. Now, I want to ask you a question, Jeff. There's something that's been bothering my mind, and it has to do with you began the show today with some words, and you said in those words that we should change, that we should change. Okay? Now, what do you do when you are trying to change and you find it difficult to change? Let's say, for example, you've discovered that there's something about you that's not right. Maybe it can be in your character, it can be in your relationship, but there's something about you that you know it's not just okay, it's not just perfect. And then you want to change. You've tried to change. You've done everything that you know in the books to change, but it's not working. So, what do you do at that point?
You know, all you can do is keep trying. You can try and try and try and try and keep failing, but we talked about this yesterday. But each one of those attempts, you learn something a little more. And then you put that knowledge to work in trying to change, in trying to change whatever it is that you are trying to change. And we need to accept everybody. We need to accept everything and expect nothing. But we can change. Just have faith that you can. You can't worry about not being able to change because you can. It's something that's in our nature that we're going to have to figure out on our own, because it won't work for us with somebody else telling us we need to change unless we think we need to change. So it's just something you have to accept.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, can I go on with more questions?
Yeah, go for it. You can even ask Robert some, or Mike some, or
Okay, I don't know what's happening to my video. I'm not able to see Robert clearly. His photo is still, so I'm not seeing Mike, but I can hear him. Yeah.
You see
So,
my beard. Used to be black, but now it all comes out white.
Mike was just saying, because we was on mute, but he said, Jeff, after you got done, one, he was saying yes. And then once you got done, he says, I accept. You know, and I think that's even that, when you really think about what are we talking about? How do we stop in the place that we are and be able to, you know, one, we can't do it in our life immediately. Maybe it does take time, but at the same time, how do we start working within the mind to really understand it and accept it? Like, I accept, I am strong, I am more than enough. And how do I, you know, really transform life at that point? It's just, that's a beautiful thing. And it doesn't matter, like what you said, Jeff, it doesn't matter where we are. What does matter is where we go.
yeah, so true.
Even some of these opportunities, and, you know, even being on this show, because it's what it is. You know, this is where we are in our life to give back and maybe inspire another, or even motivate them in the moment, so they can finally say enough is enough. Thank you. And you have to do it however you need to do it. So if you're in a state of anger, use anger. If you're in a state of gratitude, use gratitude. I mean, we've got some projects we're working here locally that has to do with what we're talking about. I hear in the streets and in the community and actually walking up and down the streets. And we know a lot of individuals that, they are done. They're ready to make that life change. And, that's what we are doing here locally. That's what you're doing there, John, where you're at. And, Jeff, you're doing that where you at. It's just beautiful. So never think that you are like alone or it's over. It's never over. I mean, it's not even over after we pass. It's called a legacy. I listened to multiple speakers today that have been gone for years, which is phenomenal. The blessing is really receiving it and know that no matter what, even if we mess up, it doesn't matter if you trip, doesn't matter anything, but it does matter. At the same time, it doesn't. It's really what we decide on what we want to do and go after that. Come on. There's nothing else to say other than we can keep talking about it, because that is the place that matters the most. Being able to either take yourself somewhere or take yourself away or have security. Even what you was talking about, John, it sounds like you're in situations that maybe are truly unexplainable. And maybe we are too. And I know some individuals right now, and Mike does too as well. And, he's been in the community more than I have, longer than I have, because he's walked up and down these streets. He's we call him Mike on a bike because he rides a bike. That is his name. He's an inspiration. He's an amazing individual. And he's here to make the difference as well. As we separate sometimes, he still does his part. I do my part. We come back together and we usually talk and we just grow from that point. But let's get you some individuals, reach out. If you're not having it, reach out. Do it. No matter what.
Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's a great perspective, and I thank you for that.
Thank you,
Jeff,
John.
there is something I need to ask you. You have been doing some exercises, and I've been following you. You've been doing exercise, and the theme of this conference is Secret of More, and we are told the secret of more is to take action, taking action. Now, I want you to, from your experience with those exercises that you've been doing, as somebody who recovered from those things you went through, how has it been with you and those exercises? I want you to use from that perspective of the exercise to share with us how we can take action.
I work out like 5 days a week. I go to the gym and I work out really hard.
You work
I
out
don't.
5 days a week?
Yes,
Oh,
five
okay.
5 days a week, and it's all about staying healthy, keeping moving. Because unless you keep moving, guess what? You're just dying.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so true that people that aren't moving are dying. Well, it's true that everyone is dying no matter what, but you can try to keep that hit pause on it for a while and make your life better, but you can't escape the grave. Back to you, John.
Okay. Oh, okay. You're done. So
Yeah.
has it been easy when you go out for those exercises? Has it been easy?
No, nothing is easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. And then I
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
like the gym.
that's right. That's right, Jeff. That's so powerful. If it was easy, everybody will do it. Wow. So they're not doing it because it's not easy. So, but they
No.
can complain about others doing it. They can criticize others doing it. They can talk about others doing it. Mhm. So that's why you find more people talking about what others are doing instead of they themselves doing something. Come on now.
Yeah, that's why they have tabloid magazines and stuff, because people are always worried about what other people are doing.
Wow. That's hilarious, man. Uh-huh. Thank you, Jeff, for that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jeff. So, if I should ask my viewers today, what are you you are talking about? You've been talking about it for the past 1 year. You've been talking about it for the past 10 years, and you've never done it. You always say, I wish I can do this. I wish to do this. I wish to do that. But today, the first day of February, through this conference, we are challenging you to go and do it. Take action. That's it. Yeah, take action. That thing you've been dreaming of, that thing you've been talking about, that thing you've been planning, it's now time to drop that paper and biro and stand up, go out there and do it. Make it happen. The world is waiting for you. The nations are waiting for you. Make it happen. Mhm.
I say all the time that when I go to the gym, even when I go to physical therapy, that it's painful, that things aren't always easy, aren't always fun. But you see, I can handle that pain. I can handle a little bit of pain while I'm at the gym. But what I can't handle is the pain of missing out. I can't handle the pain of not being able to do something because I didn't push myself hard enough in the gym, or I didn't push myself to learn enough, or I didn't push myself to do enough in my business, or I didn't do enough to earn this house that I live in, or I didn't do enough to earn these clothes that I have on. And I don't want that pain in my life. So I'll do with the little pain at the gym. I'll do with the little pain at therapy. But I don't have to deal with the big pain of missing out.
Jeff, you are such a great speaker. I tell you the truth. And you are not just speaking, you talk from experience, and that really inspires people. The pain of missing out. Do you know, I've never thought about that. I've never even looked at it in that direction. The pain of missing out, the pain of not doing enough, the pain of not getting more, what you could have done, the pain of not doing it. It's greater than the pain of going ahead to do it. Wow. Thank you so much, Jeff, for that. Thank you so much. Robert, Robert, are you there? Can you talk to us?
Hold on one second.
Okay. Sorry. Oh,
Okay,
Oh, no,
tell
you're
us
fine.
something
I'm just on my.
very quickly, for very few minutes. I want you to quickly tell us, Robert, how do you handle the challenge of finance? Because many people will tell you that the reason why they are not taking action is because they don't have the money. Okay, they don't have the money to do the thing they want to do. So how do you handle the challenge of not enough money? Yeah.
Yeah, that can be a real challenge. I've actually experienced that, especially as the need was more than we had. Especially when we're talking in the community, is I drive around property management and some other things, but as I was doing all that, that's when I really started thinking about, wow, there's a real need here, um, and financially maybe we need more resources where individuals could come and get that, because it seems like here locally a lot of places they're running out of funds before it's taken care of, and some individuals are not getting the proper assistance they need at the time. So yeah, that's a huge thing, and that is part of my conversation, because I do have multiple conversations when it comes to creating a better outcome. Uh, that's why creating revenue and connecting and doing what needs to be done. So one, we do have an abundance because it's different for each of us. It's it's having that place that we can call on, that we can go to. And this is, we're doing this here locally, but my ideal is duplicating the process and creating a way that we all come together right where we're at, and create that resource and revenue that we need. We need it. It's so needed. And so yeah, that's very dear to my heart. That's really what this is about. Because if I had my ways, I would just scream it to the world. Look, let's come together, inspire
Wow.
the world, proper educations, assistant, and let each individual be heard if they wish to be heard. And let's
Mm.
help them to a better place, because then we have a better world. Then we have a better place to just be where we're at. I don't know where that is. Mm, mm.
Robert, that is so powerful. That's so powerful. And there's something I notice about you, Robert. You always like talking about coming together, uniting together, working together. I think you have a special something, in that. And maybe I think you should maybe probably write a book about that. And I think we need to discuss backstage after the show today, myself and Robert. We need to talk about it, okay? Because you have a special passion for coming together, especially men coming together. So we
Yeah,
can talk more about it and discuss one or two
absolutely.
things, okay?
Absolutely.
And
I
let
would
me,
appreciate
let me ask you, Jeff, what do you do with the issue of finance?
Um,
Yeah,
I
how do you handle?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not good with that stuff.
Please go ahead.
I'm not good with that stuff. I have financial planners and I have lawyers and I have whole teams of people that are there looking out for my finances.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much, Jeff. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, hope you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I feel, for me, I feel that we should not, if you have a passion to do something, you have a desire to do something, you have a project in your heart that you want to do, and allow that to stop you. Because many people have stopped their dream because of finance to stop you. But what you can do is you can start in a little way. You can start with what is affordable. You can start what you can use. I will give you an example with my books. When I started writing books, initially I couldn't do, very little money I had. But I kept building on it. I kept building on it. I kept building on it. And to book, it's much more higher than what I used to spend before. But as time went on, my books became better, better quality, better design, better, you know, it if you start with what you have, if you start with what is affordable, from there you can build. Many people, they wait to have so much money before they can do little. But you don't need to have so much money. You can start with little money and do little with it and build on it. And it's just like one of the posts I did today. I said, little result plus little result plus little result is going to lead to bigger success. Okay, but when you don't um, give attention to that little result, you will not have the opportunity to get to that bigger success. If you wait for the bigger success before you start, you may not get it. What do you have to say about that, Jeff?
Uh, I said that if there's anything that you want to do, start where you are with what you have, because what you have is clear. And build it, it's like compound interest. If I offered to give you a penny, a penny on one day, 2 pennies on the second day, 4 pennies on the third day, 4 pennies or 8 pennies on the fourth day, and keep doubling over a whole month. Or I offered you like $100,000. Which would you take? The instant money or the compounding interest?
The compound interest.
Oh, you know this, don't you? But what I'm saying is that little bit will add up to more than that other, as long as you just stick with doing it each and every day. And that stuff will build on itself. It's like a person that goes to the gym. They don't do one bicep curl and expect to have massive biceps the next day. No, they just keep going back and doing the bicep curls over and over and over and over. And eventually, their biceps will get bigger. They will get stronger. They'll start to improve. And it all just adds up on itself. So whatever you are wanting to do, start where you are with what you have, because what you have is clear. And while it might be small at first, if you keep putting in that same amount of effort each day, if you keep putting in that same amount of energy each day, then you're going to get twice as much out of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you so much. That is so powerful. Taking action. I believe you've heard one or two things that will inspire you to take action. My friends all over the world, I want you to understand today that's not in the hands of any other person. Your destiny is in your hands. Your future is in your hands. What you do with it, what that you are going to have tomorrow. See, if you are not happy with the result you have in your life today, then begin to take action today so that tomorrow you will be happy with the result. But if you sit down today and begin to complain and begin to murmur and begin to talk about the government and talk about every other person, and you don't talk to yourself, you don't talk about yourself, and you continue to complain, you are going to continue to have the same result that you have always had. But you don't need to have the same result. It's time for you to have a new result. And that's why we are doing this show, to make you know that in this new month, in this new year, you can get a new result. You can get a better result. You can make a difference. You know, things can actually turn around in your life. It all depends on you. It all depends on you. Just like we used to say, sometimes the ball is in your court. You can make a difference. I wish I have time to tell you stories. I wish I have time to tell you about people. Look at the man over there, Jeff McConnell Jr., all the way from the US. This is somebody that was in coma for months, not hours, not days, for months. And they thought he was dead, but he came out of it. And today he's doing a lot of things. People told him he won't be able to walk, but today he's walking. He's doing exercises. You know, every day he's posting on Facebook and challenging people to appreciate their lives. What about you? You've not even gone through some worse things or terrible things, and yet you are depressed, and yet you feel worthless, and yet you feel as if you can't make it. We are here to tell you that you can make it. We are here to tell you that all things are possible for you. You need to believe in yourself. You need to take action. What you need this year is not more stories. What you need is action. This month, take action. Wherever you are, take action. Whether you are in the village, somewhere in Zambia, or somewhere in Nigeria, or somewhere in Kenya, take action and make a difference. See, you can be a superstar right where you are. You can be a world changer. You can be a trailblazer. You have what it takes to make it. Imagine, Jeff, the story that Jeff gave us today is just the right story for this show today. He said a man was looking for his keys. The keys were in his pocket, and he was asking his wife, searching everywhere, where is my keys? And that's what some of you and some of us are doing. We are searching everywhere, and we don't know that the answer that we are looking for is within us. The answer is within you. The answer to Africa, it's not in America. The answer to Africa is in Africa. The answer to Zambia is in Zambia. The answer to Kenya is in Kenya. The answer to America's problem is in America. Sometimes you need to stop looking outside. You need to stop blaming every other person and start looking inwards. Start looking at yourself. What can you do? What can you do with your time? What can you do with your resources? What can you do with the little that you have? You say you don't have opportunities, other people have opportunities. Don't worry yourself about the opportunities that other people have. The little you have, make good use of it. You find yourself in a job, in a business, do it well. Make good use of that time. Make good use of that opportunity. Serve excellently. And then better doors will open up for you. Jeff, I think we need to wrap up the show for today. I feel, do you know how I feel, Jeff? I feel as if we should just continue every day for the next 1 week. you know,
Yeah.
that was how I felt. This afternoon, I was just thinking about it, that I wish we could continue. you know. So Jeff, as we begin to wrap up the program, I want you to give us something. What's your last word for the show today? Let's start with Robert, and then Jeff will take over from Robert. Robert, Robert and Mike, you can tell us your last word for today.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that there are people watching you, or people that will watch this replay from Zambia, from Kenya, from different parts of Africa and different parts of the world. So say something. What do you have to say to them as we wrap up this show today? What's your message to them? Robert, say something very brief. Mike, say something, and then Jeff will say something to us.
Take action to make a difference, to do something new. Focus on it. And you know what you were saying, John. Whoa, whew. You know, it's just, like all of us, it's just a beautiful. Just do it. Just finally decide on something that's going to make life better for yourself, or for another, or for your community, to whatever that is. That's it.
I am saying
Come here.
if it's,
Come here.
we appreciate your effort for everything you're doing, and listening to you is an inspiration for us here. So you see, we are brought together from far, far away. However, the message, we are understanding, and we appreciate everything you're doing through God's power. Thank you for your doing.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that. It means so much to me. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes, Jeff, over to you.
All right, guys. I want you to know, and I want you to write this down if you have a piece of paper, because it's so important. So whatever you want to do, whatever you want to achieve, it's your responsibility. Nobody else's, only you. So do me a favor. Get started today. Don't wait. Start now.
Yes.
This is the only moment that matters. So start now.
Oh my God. Let's start now. This is the only moment that matters. Oh my God. Jeff, you are a wonder. Wow. Guys, I hope you understand that.
Thank you.
The great speaker just told you that this is the only moment. Your past does not matter. What you have been through does not matter. Where you are coming from does not matter. What matters is what you do now. What are you going to do now to actualize your dreams? What are you going to do now to make your goals come to fruition? What are you going to do now? This moment is what matters. Take advantage. You see, God gave you life. Use it, and use it well. Stop wasting life. Use it. Stop spending life complaining. Use life to do something tangible. Make a difference where you are. In that community where you are, make a difference. In that church where you are, make a difference. In that office where you are working, make a difference. In that place where you are doing your business, make a difference. Don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution. What you are doing right now is what matters. What you are going through now is what matters. Forget about what you've been through before. Forget about your past. The future is bright for you if you can make good use of your now. I believe in you. And these friends of mine, all the way from the US, they believe in you. That's why they've left their business. It's unknown over there. And they're supposed to be working. They're supposed to be in the office. Robert is in his office. He's supposed to be attending to issues, encourage you, to inspire you. My friend, you have no excuse to fail. In this month of February 2022, you are not going to fail. You will succeed. Your dreams will materialize. Your goals will come to fruition. You will not fail. I see you achieving the desires of your heart. I see you breaking records and going to the highest place of success. Thank you so much for joining us in this program today. And with that, we come to the end of the show. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, all those of you that made this show possible, especially Jeff. You brought these, my friends, together. I'm so grateful. May God bless you all. And from Africa, I say you are lifted. So we've come to the end of the show today. Till I come your way again, remain motivated. God bless you. Bye.